And we're back. So why don't we check out some of this new equipment relics? Well, first of all, let's check out new relic. We did get a new one before that I didn't check out, I believe. The jeweled ring, okay, so we just have another protection against petrification. Espers, here we go. There we go. We go to the abilities menu. I forgot for a minute which way we go. So, according to my notes, we want Locke to have Kirin. Kirin's ability, when you summon it, because you can summon all your Espers, and yes, everybody all of a sudden has magic points, Kirin does Holy Aura, which gradually restores the party's HP. Basically gives a regen effect. Kirin is the healing, the healing Esper. Now, you can see here the type of spells Kirin will teach us and their acquisition rate. You can go over a description of every single ability to figure out exactly what they are, but what's important is the acquisition rate and the progress. Acquisition rate is how fast that you get ability points applied to the progress percent. You need 100 points to get one of the skills, so 100% progress. However, Cure, you will only need 20 points because it gains AP at 5 times the rate. Now, every time you gain AP for, let's say you have a Kirin equipped, every single one of these spells gains progress. So they just get it at their individual acquisition rate. Cura is going to take 100 AP to eventually learn. But everything else, be learned as is. So let's equip Kirin. You can only equip one Esper at a time. Now, however, Locke has no spells learned, because you don't gain a spell from an Esper until you've learned it through their through ability points. Sabin. We're going to go ahead and give Sabin Kate Sith, whose summon, which costs a whopping 28 magic points, confuses all enemies. Its abilities are Confuse, Imp, and Float. However, at level up, you gain one more magic. This is why I said you don't want to do any level grinding just yet. At this point in the game, it is far more suggested that you do level grinding, more so if you were inclined to do so at least, because now you have certain Espers that actually give you more stats when you level up. So every time Sabin gets leveled up, he will get one more magic point than he normally would have. And that's absolutely important because, like I said, a lot of his blitzes use magic as a stat. Next we have Edgar. Edgar we're going to give Ramuh, who, of course, casts Judgment Bolt on enemies when summoned. On level up, he gives Stamina, which is more hit points. No, wait. Stamina specifically avoids instant death attacks and makes it so you increase more with regen. He also teaches Thunder, Thundara, and Poison. So we'll go ahead and equip Ramuh to you. And Celeste will learn from Siren. Lunatic Voice silences all enemies, and also teaches Sleep, Silent Slow, and Fire, base level. But also on level up, you get 10% more HP. So we'll go ahead and equip Siren. Now, these aren't permanent, obviously. You can switch them around as much as you want to whatever characters, and if you want to do a different setup, then you should. Terra, wait for us. I'll be right back for you. What's good to do... Oh, also... Everyone's here. I was just thinking. Let's talk on the way back down. It seems that Cyan and Gao decided to find us and figure out what was taking so long. So the Empire's been draining magic from Espers. Of course, Gao's bouncing down as fast as possible. Celeste, was all that true? I was asleep when they performed my infusion, so I don't know for sure. But I've heard rumors to that effect. Then I suppose we must find a way to slip into the Empire. We'd best split up again. We still need to beef up our defenses in Narshe. That would indeed be wise. I'll go to the Empire. I know it inside and out. But alone? But alone? Don't worry, I'll go with her. Locke? It may not hurt to bring a few more people along. So once again, you get to choose your party. I'm actually going to stick with the party I already had. Now, at this point, if you wanted to switch in Cyan and Gao, that would be a decent enough choice, certainly. Especially since they're in the same position everybody else is with learning magic. That said, This is the party that I've got most of the equipment for, and they're the ones that are pretty balanced. I've got a magic damage dealer, a physical damage dealer slash support, and then, of course, a caster. Wait for us back in Narshe. Don't worry, we'll be fine. If we need to change party members, I guess we'll just head back to Narshe. It's a long trip, but if you want to make it, you can. So how are we going to get there? The Empire's on the southern continent. They've closed down all the harbors, so there aren't even ships sailing there anymore. The town of Jidoor to the south is full of wealthy aristocrats. One of them must know a way in. Where there's a guild. Locke? Yeah. Why are you coming with me? Well, there's a rumor that a legendary treasure being there and all. Just wanted to have a look around. Zozo, never heard of it. Talk to the ghost buddy. It seems you have some magicite. Want to learn more about Espers? He will give you a tutorial that I basically just did. So, don't worry too much about that. But from now on, we definitely want to hit up as many random encounters as we can, because we want to learn as much magic as we can. In fact, I often make sure before actually entering the next area that we want to go to, that I learn at least one good spell for everybody. Yeah, we have magic, but you might notice, obviously, we don't have any spells, because if you press up, you can summon the Esper you have equipped. Poof. Gone. Earn 2 magic AP. That's right, and now I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys what it looks like on the Esper menu. Go to Kirin, and you can see progress has been made. 10% towards Libra and Cure, yada yada yada. Exactly as I said. 1 AP equals, times their acquisition rate equals the progress percent. And we gained 2 in the last fight. So I'm probably going to get some basic spells for everybody. Maybe the times 5 acquisition rate spells. I'll try and get those first before we head into Jidoor and continue the story. Uh-oh. Rising Phoenix. Dead. 2 more magic AP. See? It goes pretty quickly. You don't have to worry a ton about AP and learning magic. It'll usually come to you as you go through. So grinding out spells and stuff isn't really a big deal, especially now when we have a pretty limited amount of Espers we can use. Rising Phoenix. Done. And then we'll do Rising Phoenix and we'll be done again. You might notice I'm not equipping the Hermes sandals. That's because the way the party is right now, I'm not terribly worried about the Hermes sandals. Ooh, we found a mithril knife. Okay. Oops. Oops. There we go. Saving! Booyah! Alright, Edgar learned Thunder, Celeste learned Sleep. Wait, really? I thought... Oh, you're halfway to Cure. Of course you are. Yeah, that's right. Sleep, Slow Fall, Silent Slow Fire are all pretty close. Okay. I'll go ahead and move on from here. Westernmost town on the world map. Liar. We're gonna go ahead and rest at the inn because we've used a decent amount of MP and such. 250 gil per night. Sure. That's like not even a full fight. So if we wanted to find Aristocrat, There's one we know of that is the richest in town, the owner of the enormous mansion. So why don't we go to Owzer's mansion and see if we can convince him to give us some help. Impresario! Maria! Me? Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Wow, you could pass for Maria in a heartbeat. Oh dear, we're really in trouble this time. Celeste looks like Maria. You're the spitting image of Maria. Oh, I haven't heard of her, you say? She's a famous opera singer. Oh my. That man must have dropped this. That man is the director of the troupe that performs at the Opera House. Everyone calls him Impresario. He's been in a tizzy ever since that letter arrived. Dearest Maria, I've decided to take you as my wife, so I'll be coming to kidnap you. The Wandering Gambler. Who's this wandering what's-his-face? Were you born on a farm, son? A gambling vagabond who finds freedom from society's narrow views of morality aboard his airship, the Blackjack. Say hello to Setzer. That would be Setzer, owner of the world's only airship. If we had that airship, we could head our way into the Empire. Let's set up a meeting with this Setzer. Well, we do know where he's going to be headed. So it looks like we're going to the opera. Which, if you might remember what the child said earlier, is way to the south. Burn. More mithril knives, in case you want to sell them or throw them or whatever. By the way, I believe if you brought Shadow with you, he would ditch by now. I'm not 100% certain on that, though. Setsin is the German expression for Tibet. That's pretty neat. I didn't know that. So let's learn Silence. And we got ourselves a Phoenix Down, which is always nice to have extra Phoenix Downs. Ah, the Opera House. A place of dignity, refinement, and high society. Obviously, this is going to be a dignified and completely without comedy situation. Oh, it's you again. We read the letter, so Setzer's can come in and snatch Maria away. He'll probably appear right at the climax of the first act. He loves to make an entrance. Alright, when he shows up, we'll jump out and nab him. Dear me, no! You'll ruin the performance. I'll lose my job. But if you don't do anything... Oh, this is simply horrible. I want the performance to be a success, but I don't want Maria to be abducted. Let him grab her. We'll use a decoy. Once he's got her, we'll follow him right back to his airship. And if all goes well, we should be able to commandeer it. Are you mad? If anything should happen to Maria... That's why we use the decoy. We can hide Maria someplace safe. Come again? You said Celeste looks like Maria, right? Now just a minute. She can be our Maria, Well, let's set to kidnap her and lead us to the airship. Brilliant! Hold on here. I'm a formal general, not some opera floozy. Me. Looks like our former general has some pipes on her. That's the spirit. I got my own little surprise plan for y'all, just like Setzer. It'll be tons of fun. Better get to work. We gotta make a star out of you, Celeste. Oh, isn't anyone going to read it? Recognize this music? You might recognize it as one of my favorite remixes to play during breaks. That's right. It is the opera scene of Final Fantasy VI, one of the most famous scenes in RPG history. The war between the East and the West was growing more violent by the day. Draco, a soldier from the West, thinks of his love, Maria, back at home. Now, from here on, I'm not going to provide the voice acting bits because this is an opera and I ain't no singer. And they're supposed to be singing this shit. I got nothing. So, enjoy the scene, but I ain't saying it. Holy shit, it's voice acted! I didn't know this version did that! I had no idea this version did that! Holy cow! Go on, give us some encouragement. Huh? Why is everyone singing? I'm gonna go check on things in the dressing room. Oh, I hope this works. I believe there might be some bits we want to check on while we're here before we go in. Can't let you up here, it's too dangerous. Alright, so now that's later. I mean, what? Look, if you want me to try and sing opera, you're gonna have to cure my asthma, anemia, and just general bad lung capacity. Because I cannot hold a note. It would kill me. Oh my. Have you always been that pretty? Locke, why did you stand up for me when you did? Because I'm tired of standing by and doing nothing while I lose the girls I like. Am I just a replacement for her? That ribbon looks nice on you. I have to go on stage soon. The next scene's an important one. Maria starts to worry something's happened to Draco and pours her feelings in a song. Shouldn't you check the score one last time? This is very important. You want to check this score, especially even if you have it memorized from the SNES version, because it's different now. This translation has a slightly different song. Scene 1. Oh my hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? Though promises of perennial love yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair I offer this prayer to you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchanged be with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew. This is where you pick up the flowers, climb the stairs, and toss the flowers from the highest balcony. Be sure to finish by the end of the interlude. There isn't much time before the start of Scene 2. This is all very important instruction. Impresario. Scene 2, we don't get to just yet. So yes, looks like we're going to have to perform an opera. Well, wrong way. Now here I'm actually going to let myself talk somewhat over the song because 1, hey, maybe I will manage to not get copyright strikes. 2, or videos my claim, the Western armies were defeated and Maria's castle fell. Forced to wed the Eastern Prince Ralse, Maria still thinks only of Draco as she gazes at the stars each night. Also, because I'm actually going to need to use my notes, because I only saw those for the first time. I think I remember that line being something like, as night turns to day. What? No. Those weren't the options. What? Good job, walkthrough. Son of a bitch. Okay, looks like we have to do this over again. Yesterday was a royal mess, but we managed to keep the stage. The show's still on for the next 3 days. Let's make this happen. Okay. Oops. Something went wrong. Because I have notes here about exactly what I'm supposed to be saying, and those weren't the options. I'm the darkness, you're the starlight. Don't slip up this time. Shouldn't you check the score one last time? Okay. Read the score. Oh, my hero, my beloved. Shall we be made the part? The perennial love singer. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I chose Oh My Hero on accident as I was skipping through dialogue. That's what happened. And I totally missed it. Oopsies. That's why I was so confused. Alright. There we go. See, watch. It's going to show the menu again in just a sec. The next line is, oh my hero. There we go. Oops. Yada yada yada. I'm the darkness. There we go. Now we're back to normal. This one's easy because Prince Ralse is never mentioned in the song. Well, not specifically mentioned. Obviously, be with him and not with you. That's to Prince Ralse. Or about Prince Ralse. Once you're in control, however, you have something important to do. Oh my. That would be Draco. Don't take too long doing this now. Come, Maria, dance with me. Now you gotta make sure to follow him. Because once again, Don't dawdle. Pick up the flowers. Head to the highest balcony, where the story continues. Prince Rouse is looking for his dance partner. Please leave the past behind. Our kingdom is part of the East now. Looks like they're dancing the night away. You were wonderful, Celeste. The second time. The first time, I don't know what happened. I owe you guys one, so I'm gonna jam up your opera, Ultros. Uh-oh. Better tell the impresario. What? The Western survivors attack! Impossible! Attack! Wait! A duel. But how is he planning to disrupt the opera? With that? Let's see if Maria can shrug this off. Ugh, this is heavier than I thought. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to push this thing off. An awfully specific number. We can't. I haven't a second to lose. Talk to the stagehand in the room to the right. He'll help you get up there. Leave it to us. Quickly now! The impresario sent you. You need to get up the catwalks. Lower the switch on the far right, but don't touch any of the others. How do we get there again? Shoot. Alright, right, okay. This way. all the way to the other corner. If you mess with any other switches, stuff happens that interrupts the opera. Thankfully not ending it, but you still are wasting time. In the meantime, you have rats to fight on the balcony! Goishas and stunners. Might not be a good idea to use the Phoenix ability that I just did, because notice how it uses quite a bit of time. Damn it! Shoot! I was wrong. You're supposed to. Because as long as that stupid Goish is alive, it's gonna keep reviving people. They actually sang the opera with voice changers and all. Holy cow, can't run away. Shoot. There we go. Learn Cure Libra, yada yada. Things have been learned by from Espers. Oh. I have a hard time targeting each one the way I want to. You have to go left and right, not up and down on the D-pad to target the right enemy. Alright, I need to stop using the speed up function because I'm losing time. Go away, rat. Go. Go. Fucking fine. Oops, wrong button. Oh well. Ha! Oh, rats. Now that's what I was dealing with. Uh-oh. Looks like Prince Ralse and Draco are down for the count. And that's the sound of the crowd being very upset. Oh no, this'll never do. With those two flattened, there's no one to win the girl. How can this story possibly continue? Neither Draco nor Ralse shall win the Celeste's hand. It is I, Locke, the world's premier adventurer, who shall take her as my wife. Oh dear, what a dreadful acting. Silence, knave. You stand in the presence of Octopus royalty. A low-born thief like you could never defeat me. I challenge you to a duel. Might as well make the most of this. Music! And now we fight against Ultros. It's me again. Long time no see. Did ya miss me? Alright, if he's not facing you, attack him. Also, don't use the chainsaw for the same reason as before. You want to use the drill. If you have access to thunder magic, he is weak to thunder. I'm actually checking my notes real fast. Nothing to steal, so just murder his face. Give me a sec. Hate it when they hang up right away. Alright, tools. Drill. Thwarted again! I feel like such a sucker. Well, kids, hate to ink and run, but I am an octopus. And that's the end of Ultros. And he gained a whopping 2 gil from the fight and no AP. Hold it right there. My compliments on the most impressive performance. Setzer! I'm a man of my word, impresario. I'm taking Maria. What? Unforeseen twists at every turn! Just as we think Maria's about to become Locke's new bride, she's dragged off by Setzer instead! What fate lies in store for her now? Be sure to come back and see part 2! Well, that Setzer guy is quite the showman. And thankfully, with our wonderful ad-libbing and acting, we were able to get through the opera. Oh wait, Celeste is kidnapped. Let's go deal with that, shall we? Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of attention later. Looks like she managed to hide a rope. What a performance! You're a great fake actress, Celeste. Enough! But the real show starts now. It's time for Act 2. Where's Setzer? You should be right back. What are you doing here? You're not Maria, are you? Setzer, we need your help. We need to get to Vector. Your ship is the only... If you're not Maria, then we have nothing to talk about. Wait! We heard that your ship is the finest vessel in the world. And you were the world's greatest gambler. I'm the King of Figaro. If you help us, you'll be well rewarded. Come with me. Then you'll... Don't misunderstand me. Summit said I'll help you. Alright, so first things first, I believe... Yep, unequipped everything from Celeste. Let's go ahead and keep the Magus hat on you. Including her Esper. So yeah, make sure you re-equip everything. That said, Kieran, not even close to Kira. Kate Sith, getting close to Float. Ramu, almost at Thundara. A little bit of ways, though. Business has been awfully slow lately, thanks to the Empire. You're not the only one suffering. The Empire's been toppling towns and villages left and right. They're abusing the Magitech power and trying to take over the world. My kingdom was allied with the Empire. Until recently. Maybe you want to be a slave to the Empire, but I sure don't. We're at least together in hating the Empire, right? So please. You know, I think you're maybe even cuter than Maria. Huh? Alright. If Celeste becomes my wife, I'll help you. Otherwise... What? Are you crazy? Fine. Great. It's settled. But I have some conditions. You flip this coin. If it's heads, you'll help us. If it's tails, I'm yours. Well, Mr. Gambler? Ha! I like it. I accept. Celeste, are you serious? You married that guy? Ready? Heads. I win. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. A valuable trinket indeed. I've never seen a double-headed coin before. That coin! Edgar, don't tell me! Yep! This is one of those little subtle events that you, if you put it together in your head, you realize how important it is. Remember in the scene where Edgar and Sabin flipped a coin to see who would get to leave the kingdom? Yep! Edgar used a double-headed coin so that Sabin would win. I'm afraid you've been hustled, Mr. Gambler. But that's part of the game now, isn't it? Huh. How low can you stoop? I love it. Alright, I'll help you. Gambling against the Empire with nothing to lose but my life. I haven't felt so excited in years. My life's a chip in your pile. Ante up. That's why I like Setzer. He's so amazing. I can't believe this clunky old thing can fly. You sure it'll stay in the air? When things fall, they fall. Life's a game of chance. You play your cards and fate plays hers. They'll spot us in the air from miles away if we try and fly this thing into the Empire. We better land a safe distance away. That sounds like a good idea. I'll stay on board and keep the ship ready to take off at a moment's notice. In the distance, we see the lights of the town of Vector, the Empire hometown. Capital, I suppose, is the better way to put that, actually. Anyway. The best part of any Final Fantasy, getting an airship. Well, we don't have full control of it just yet. I mean, after all, it's Setzer's airship, and we've only got him for one mission. But oh my, that is an intimidating looking city in the distance. Now, if you go into this town, you'll see Albrook. This is actually a place we want to visit real fast. We want to be able to get some equipment and some items, but as you can see, this place has been completely taken over by the Empire. Magitech soldiers at every entrance. You can buy teleport stones here. Enchanted with teleport spell, teleports party out of a dungeon or battle. So if you want to get out of a battle or out of a dungeon you're in, that's one way you can do it. I'm going to go ahead and swap. Actually, I'm going to keep Edgar in front for now. Celeste would be noticed. Edgar just looks like an overly well-dressed young man. Welcome to Albrook, the occupied city. There's something important on the eastern edge of the continent. Imperia's built an observation post there and won't let anyone beyond it. We have to bribe the Imperial soldiers. They won't lose their business here. In our own city. Defy us and you'll regret it. The pub's pretty much an Imperial clubhouse these days. Jeez, the soldiers think they own the place. You probably don't even have any money. Yeah, baby, woo! I think I had too much to drink. Shove off, can't you see I'm busy? Obtained an elixir, because in this game it's tradition to have elixirs in every single clock. Now we can also buy some wonderful little things. Amulets! Protective charm worn around the neck protects poison, darkness, and zombie. Very useful. That's a lot of status effects that it would remove. I think I'm going to buy one and leave it at that. There are other things we want to get, after all. Don't talk to any of the Magitech soldiers. Some of them might recognize you. Priest's Mitre. Hat that provides a 12.5% bonus to maximum MP. So basically Green Beret, but for casters. Definitely something you might want to buy. I'm going to buy one. Mithril Mithril Vest, Ninja Gear, and White Dress also make a repeat performance. Empty. Empty. Curse the Empire. Taking all the treasure for themselves. Emperor Gestal commissioned a painting, but what kind of painting should I do? Him, I don't know, him mooning the painting? I think it would be funny. You can find excellent weapons and armor in the shops in Tizen to the north and Miranda to the west. High potion! And of course, there's an inn if you want to visit it. Other than that, I believe that's most of what we want to find here. Imperial capital of Vector is right in the center of the continent. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to head out from Albrook, because we did the shopping we need to do, and we're going to head towards Vector. However, instead of going straight to Vector, we're going to head west. Dawn and Joker. Oh, I forgot to heal Sabin. Of course, you have to pass by Vector before you can go on. Dawn and 2 Wyverns. Burn. Wow, these Wyverns actually have decent health. And they also have a tendency to cast a spell that reduces you everyone to lower, to a very low hit point total. Oh yeah, you want to look at some, at the speed your magic is being learned, you can also check on this menu as well as the Esper menu. Just in case you didn't know that, I'm going to use Lock to heal us up, mostly. It takes a lot of cure spells to do that. Alright, so we want to go to the town of Miranda. You might remember Miranda being discussed earlier in the game. It has been discussed as one of the very first towns that was occupied by the Empire. Which makes sense. Same continent. Boom! And we learned Fire. I believe that might be the final ability. Yep, that's the final ability from Siren. So if we go to Ramo, now still learning Thundara. Let's keep her on Siren for now. Obviously she doesn't have anything else to learn, but the level up will be fine and other people need to learn the stuff from their Espers first. So we'll move her on to another Esper afterwards. Hey, learned regen. Now, coming to Miranda is completely optional, but I like to go visit Miranda, one, because it's a place you can go right now, and two, because it has some interesting stuff. Miranda used to be the most beautiful town on the continent. Then the Empire came along. Now look at it. These soldiers are out of control. There's nothing we can do about it. How long do we have to put up with this? You can check the armor shop, which has same stuff we've been dealing with already, except Mithril Mail is now here. I'll go ahead and get one Mithril Mail. We also have a Mithril Vest in case you need those. We also have Mithril Helmets, but I think the green berets that we have are even better. In fact, now you can buy more green berets. I actually have 2 more stocked. Why don't I have one equipped on him? And of course, the Priest Miters. Yeah, why is not Green Beret not equipped on you? We get Mithril Mail on you. Mithril Vest is awful. Mithril Vest is awful. If I equip the Priest Miter, her magic's going to go down, but she'll get more MP, which might be more useful. Let's go ahead and get the Priest Miter then. Not the only equipment I came here to find, though. My son was forced in the Imperial Army. I hope he comes home safe. My dog's the strongest. Yeah, get him. Looks like the soldiers are engaging in a little dogfighting. Pleasant. However, you come here, you can find yourself the Mithril Spear, the Trident. I'm actually going to buy the Trident, and we will equip it onto Edgar. You can also find the Venom Claws, which are worse than the Blazing Fist that we already have, but they can inflict poison. The Bastard Sword, if you are so inclined, and a Boomerang. curved wooden throwing weapon. It's actually better than his current weapon, and because of that diamond symbol, you probably know by now, that means it can be used from the back row. So go ahead and equip the boomerang and the trident. You might be wondering why I'm emphasizing the spear-type weapons over the sword-type weapons on Edgar. You'll find out in a bit. He sent me the book he's been reading. I've been reading a little bit every night before bed. I'll treasure it forever. Yep, remember that soldier we did the quest for, where we got all those letters? That's who he was sending them to. He won't stop asking me to marry him. Aisha, my love. It's funny when you mess up their rotation of moving around enough so it looks like she's chasing him. I like doing that, it's fun. Alright, so we'll go through this battle real fast. Alright, that took care of them. And not enough AP to learn something new. Let me double check everyone's espers. Ramuh, still wise away. Cait Sith, floats on the way, but you still need the magic stat anyway. Kirin, lots and lots and lots required for Kira. So we'll let him keep learning that. And of course, Siren is maxed out. So, with that said and all that done, I think we're ready to head to Vector, the capital city of the Empire, and where the Magitech research facility is. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do, be able to keep watching comfortably. And I will be right back.